What if I told you a man gets his car stolen? He reports it. He gets it back. He's driving it. He's been driving it for a while. Police pull him over. They tell him he is driving a stolen car. He says, oh, no. We already settled that. You see, you all found the car, brought it back to me. They said, no, our paperwork says otherwise. So we're going to steal your car and put you under arrest. They find out later that they stole his car. They let him go and keep the car. Put up the picture full mass. I'll be damned. Henry Lee Sanders III, an Ohio man, is suing officers in Kentucky, claiming that he was falsely arrested after police believed he stole his own car. Sanders filed the lawsuit against members of the Florence Police Department. It alleges that the officers used excessive force and brutally beat him or used excessive force against him during the traffic stop. According to a complaint and his attorneys, Sanders was ordered to pull over near Burlington Pike and Utes Avenue in Boone County, November 11, 2022. Officer James Wilbers is said to have believed that Sanders' car was in fact stolen. More than 3 years earlier, Sanders did in fact report that his 1996 blue Ford Crown Vic, was stolen from outside of his Cincinnati home, April 18th, 2019. Police found the car in a nearby suburb in Newport, Kentucky, the same day. A Cincinnati Police Department incident report shows that when Sanders recovered the car, it was missing one thing: its front license plate. Now, this was noted for the record, all right? So during the 2022 stop, years later, in Florence, Kentucky, Wilbers is accused of pulling out his gun, yelling loudly, and handcuffing Sanders on the side of the road, per the filing viewed by Atlanta Black Star. 3 other officers identified as Kelly Chapman, DJ Hutcherson, and Patrick Taylor arrived at the scene where Sanders was being detained. The lawsuit noted the officers went through the database, which showed that the vehicle was indeed recovered. However, the Florence police report shows he was still arrested on charges of second-degree disorderly conduct and the charge of driving with a stolen license plate. Florence dispatchers had reported the plate as stolen to the officers detaining Sanders. According to a police report, Sanders was transported to the local jail, and his 1996 Ford Crown Vic was towed. Although Boone County, Kentucky prosecutors later dismissed all charges against Sanders, his lawyers argued that their client was wrongfully prosecuted and the civil rights were in fact violated. The lawsuit is seeking punitive and compensatory relief. Sanders, unable to afford impound fees to recover his car, never got it back. He never got his car back, could not afford the tow charge. All right, that's according to his attorneys. Put up a picture of the chief. Tom Graw runs the Florence Police Department. Mr. Graw, I assume that the reason why these feckless cops are acting this way is because you allow them to. Now, you can prove me wrong. I happily update the reporting of this story, but it seems very simple to me. They did not like how the interaction went. He probably called your cops stupid or dumb. And those cops were upset, so upset that even though they realized they had made a mistake, it is not his fault, they decided to still arrest him anyway. And they ended up stealing his car. Wow. Ben, I don't have the creative mind to make something like this up. His car ended up being stolen by the cops. What say you?
I mean, when I was first reading this story, I was wondering what amazing car this was. Everybody wants to steal this car. Yeah. This is like, dude, where's my car? But on steroids, everybody wanted a piece. And it's an old Crown Vic. I didn't see that twist coming.
Ben. Hold on, Ben. Don't do that, Ben. Crown Vics are something special on Glenwood Road, man.
Okay, fair enough. And they're cop cars too. They're cop cars. They used to be cop cars.
They used to be cop cars.
So maybe they were low on inventory or something.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what it was, but this guy this guy really just did not. He got the short shrift of the law in this situation.
Yes.
I mean, just making this guy's life hell because the man wanted to drive his own car. Also, someone needs to update their police vehicle database software. It's coming up with 96 stolen vehicle reports.
Right.
Back in the day. So that is pretty wild. That is pretty wild. I hope this man gets his car back. He needs to be driving around in the 70s doing some law enforcement.
I laugh, but I'm glad he has an attorney. He has good representation. At this point, the damages are kind of stacking up, right? So if he doesn't have a car, it has adversely impacted his ability to earn. This may play a little bit into the strategy of the attorney because you can now claim losses because of the actions of these police officers.